Hello friends, it's Jana. Today I am showing you 3 different arrangements that I made. These are Echeverias and the others that I'm gonna show you later are the Sempervivums. So let's start with these little Echeverias in these little white tin cans, which is so cute and has a handle too and a word thank you to it. So you could totally use this as a giveaway to a party, as a party favor, or just to give away to a friend. And for sure, to whoever you want to give it away, they're gonna be so happy to receive this beautiful live plant, which would stay beautiful and compact for a long time. So I'm gonna show you how I did this. I actually made this last night. These are the materials that I use out of this arrangement, so I'm gonna move that a little bit here. So I'm gonna start with this one here. This is the ones that is in this big bag right here, and that's the brand is Succulent, and that's a very big bag with different varieties of moss in here. And also I use this ones here, which is the sphagnum moss, and this little tiny one here is called this type of a moss. That's just how it says there. And this green one, which is so fluffy, is this reindeer moss. So friends, I'm gonna pull one apart to show you what I did and how I did it. So it will probably get a little bit messy. Okay, let me take this one apart to show you what I did. So here's what's inside here. Let's take them apart. I actually used only 2 different moss on this one, 2 types. So here is my sphagnum moss inside here, and here is my Echeveria, which is already rooted in a plug. So right here, so cute. I already pre-watered this last night, friends, so I did not have to wet the sphagnum moss. Right here I used a dry sphagnum moss, and then since this was very wet already last night, so what I did is I just put layers of sphagnum moss first in the very bottom of the can. So right here I only put a little bit of sphagnum moss right here, and I'll show you how exactly I did it. So just like that, just enough to have something in the bottom, and then don't mind the green inside. So here is my Echeveria. So what I did is I just put them in the middle here, and then I grabbed a bunch of the sphagnum moss and put them in the sides here. So all around. So instead of adding more soil to my flower or rosette, I just use the sphagnum moss as a medium to have something in there, a replacement of a soil. So let's put more around the side here. Don't mind the green, we need the green anyways. So just around this little Echeverias. That way, the next time I need to water it, I just need a little tiny water to add moisture to this little plant. And then next is you just kinda put little bits of this dry, beautiful color green moss around the corners in here, because I like seeing a nice beautiful color to stick out on the sides of the can to make it look more vibrant looking. So I probably would need more than what I used last night because I pushed them more right here, and I like to add more volume to this arrangement. That way it will look cute. So I will grab a little bit here. Let's pull one more and then add this right here. Just slowly put them in there. That way it could hold it together. I hope I'm showing it properly. Just like that. So you can just arrange them and how you want it to stick out. If you want it to stick out more, you can make it stick out more, hanging down, just like that. So let's flip this in the side. It's very easy to do, just for a quick arrangement. Then you can just hand it to somebody and make them happy, just like that. So cute and easy. Alright, so I'm gonna show you next of the other things that I made. So I'm gonna move them aside and show you the others. Alright friends, now here is another arrangement that I made with the 4 types of moss in here. So this is a lot of a mess again because it is consists with different types of moss. So of course I'm gonna pull this one out to show you, and this is my favorite Echeveria, which is the Lola, and I'm gonna show you what I did to this. So let's take them apart again. So this is the reindeer moss. This is this lightly colored green moss right here. Then the rest are this other dried colored moss and a bunch of sphagnum moss right here. So again, these are already rooted Echeverias. So what I did with the Lola is the same thing that I did with the one in a white can. I put sphagnum moss in the bottom right here, and then I stick the Echeveria Lola in the middle right here and wrapped it around with the moss right here around it, so it will stuff it up and it will have moss around the ball and around its roots. So again, look inside here. I want it to fill up moss around where the soil is, little bit of soil in there. You could actually just take out all the soil that is in this Echeveria, but I didn't want to do that because I want it to grow faster and last long. So I'm just gonna keeping everything in there, keep everything of what it came with in the plug and just stuff it with moss. So I want to decorate it with different texture of moss. So again, I'm gonna put this reindeer moss right here in the corner and add this other type of moss in this opposite direction, and then I added this drier color moss in here right here that has more fibrous moss, and then add it in the opposite corner. That way it will have different color texture of moss around the area, and then just slowly add these little pieces of moss all around here. That way it would look like just naturally growing. Oh, I didn't even grab a moss. So right there it will just naturally cover the brown color sphagnum moss. I like seeing green all around. That way it will look pretty and lively right there. So I would still see the green popping out, even though you could see some of this brown color or tan moss around, but we need to see that too, because it will add variation on the color, and just kind of add a little bit more to make it look full. So by the time you spray this with water, it would look more colorful again. It will look nicer and will look pretty. And this arrangement would last for a long time, until probably 2 months in this, or however long you want to do it. Just check on the root system and make sure they are not root bound or dying underneath. As long as it look pretty on the top, that means the plant is still alive and happy. So that's just on this bowl right here, which is this very cute, beautiful favorite of mine, Echeveria Lola. So pretty. So next one that I'm gonna show you, although I need to clean that later on, but let's move on to the next one that I made. Now here are the last arrangements that I made, which I think is the cutest because of the pot that it came with. This is so cute, and I just love the way this looks on this little arrangement in here. Actually, this is a candle holder that I use, and I just use this to hold onto these little sempervivums that are not really having any soil. It's just bare roots, because when I got this, these were just cuttings. So I am showing you the bottom of this here. But this one here, this is an actual Echeveria that I showed you earlier, but I put them in here along with the moss and the soil that is in here. So I will show you this one first, because this is the one that I use with a soil in here. So let me show you what I did right here. So you see this? This has the sphagnum moss right here, and again I put this Echeveria right in the middle of it, like I showed you earlier. Put them in the middle and then stuff it together with the moss, and then top it around with this beautiful color of a greenery, the fibrous moss, or called long fiber moss in here. So it kind of looked like to me like a bird's nest which is a green nest to me. So I think that looks cute on this one here. It kind of made it taller too. Now the others that I'm gonna show you are this beautiful sempervivum. Of course, I am going to grab this one farther away right here, because it's the biggest one. I'm gonna move this away right here so I can show you better. So here is this beautiful sempervivum. Now I use 4 different types of moss. Remember this one right here, and this reindeer moss right here, and this other long fiber moss right here. So friends, these sempervivums are just cuttings, and there's no stems or roots when I got this. But now here are the roots that are in here. So sempervivums normally sleeps in winter, but they will come back again. So what you do is you just peel off whatever is turning brown. Just peel them all off your arrangement, because you don't want this showing. So I'm going to show you now what I'm going to do with this. So this has a little bit of a soil in here, and I will show you what happened. First, before we proceed here, I'm going to show you what I did to those. So here are a bunch of them in here. So of course, these are my other Echeverias in here that are plugs, and I stick them in the soil. And here are what I did with those cuttings of sempervivum that I got. So I actually just put them on top of the soil. This one did not make it. Hardly, there's no roots showing, although there's a little tiny baby right there. If you could see this, I will show you here. Okay, here is the little tiny baby about to grow right there. But I didn't see any sign of roots, but I'm gonna be patient on this baby here. So here are the others that kinda rooted. So you see this here, friends? This just starts to root again. So when I got this, there were just cuttings, no roots, and then I was hoping for them to root right away to make an arrangement. But if you wanna make a cute arrangement right away, get the ones that has a stem already and just take away the soil out. So these are the ones that are plugs that comes with a stem and a soil, so that would be easier if you want to make it right away. But if you want sempervivums cuttings, you need to have to be patient and wait. So next time I'm gonna get the ones that already are in a plug, easy to make into arrangement right away. So these are rooted, but the others died already, so I throw them out. So you see these little hanging roots right here, that means they are good to go. You can put them on a sphagnum, or even if it's not rooted right away, you could actually still put them on the moss and slowly mess them and just keep on checking that it doesn't rot, because they could rot very quick and starts to shrivel. So here, example, this needs more water. It dried out now, even though I just did this last night, but they are already thirsty to begin with, so I had to pull more leaves. So I need to spray this with a water right now. So I will spray water right there. So it's now wet. Now I'm gonna add the sempervivum right here in the middle, just like that, sitting in the middle, nothing else. So that's already gonna make it have a moisture and wet the roots a little bit. Now let us start adding the stuff that I had earlier. So let's just put them in the corners here. So let's do this here, and right here are this reindeer moss right here to the side right there. And then I want to have a different color, so I'm gonna add this other moss in the corner here, right here, and I'm gonna add more of this right here in the corner right here. That way it would look fuller and look pretty right in this corner here, just like that. Kind of just push them a little bit that way, just like that. Oops. And if you want more, you can add more, and actually you could use a glue and glue them with a hot glue. But for now, since I am just keeping them in my house, I am just gonna keep it that way I can check on the roots later. But that's it for now. So this is my favorite arrangement. Actually, I like this one because it looks like in a bird's nest, or I don't know what you call it, but I just like the way it looks. So that is for this arrangement. I'm gonna show you the other ones that comes in different sempervivums. So I'm gonna show you this one here that has 3 sempervivums right here with a few roots in here with little leaves that needs to get pulled out, but I'm not pulling it right now. I'm just showing you what I have in here. There's another one right here that has a little bit of roots, and right here has some roots. And then when you're ready to water them, you just kinda spritz them little bit right in a corner, get them all misted right there. Or if you have a little bottle. You can just tip a little bit of bottle right there, water, just slowly did it, or a syringe. Just very careful not to soak it so bad the way it wouldn't rot, but just enough to have moisture, and they'll be happy. So you can tell when it is not happy, is they will start to shrivel. The leaf starts to dry out, and you need to pull them out just like this, and then they will recover anyways. Now here is the other one that I'm showing you, which comes in different pieces. This one needs to get brushed off because the dirt got into it. So here is this one here, got some roots in here too. I'll just stick them in there the same way that I made the others. Some of the sphagnum moss in the bottom, and then can slowly add the different colors of moss around it. Alright, and then you can always put water on them, spray them, that way it would look pretty and alive again. But friends, make sure when you water them, only water the bottom, not the top of the rosette, that way they don't rot. So just a little bit of a moisture right here. Again, I'm gonna just add a little moisture there, and that's just how you do it. Just a little bit, spread some water, and they'll be happy again. The same thing with the tin cans, you just kinda add a little bit of water, just kinda spray the corners right here, just little bits of water right there, and they'll be happy. And the same thing with this Lola right here, just kinda spread water all around right there and give them moisture, and they'll be happy again. Alright friends, here are all of the arrangements that I made. This is the first ones that I showed you with the thank you note on here, and this is the rooted Echeveria right here. Here is the Echeveria Lola in this can, and the ones that are in this candle holder right here, which is so cute because I like that feathers in there around it, so cute. So I hope you enjoyed watching these videos friends, and inspire you to make some arrangements too. Let me know which one is your favorite. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Happy planting. Bye bye.